Good afternoon and welcome to live coverage of the Dritte Liga. It's Matchday 19 and we've got the match for you here between Bayern München 2, the Bayern Munich reserve side, up against the Giants Kaiserslautern at the Grünwalder Stadion. So it's a mid-table clash between these two, but it should be a cracker, as Bayern 2 are an inconsistent side. Kaiserslautern quickly improving under their coach Boris Schommers. They are on a run of 4 wins in a row and they'll be looking to make it 5 for the first time in 10 years here in Munich. So two sides who play entertaining football coming up against each other. Two of the top scorers as well in the league coming up against each other. Vriet for Bayern 2 and Pick for Kaiserslautern. And we are hoping for fireworks here today. Well, for Bayern 2, it's a bit frustrating for their coach Sebastian Hoeneß that he has to chop and change his team every week, hence why they are inconsistent. They never really seem to get a good run going to really distance themselves from the relegation zone. They're currently in 15th spot, 5 points above that relegation zone, and they could do with a win here just to give them a bit more of a cushion. Well, they've lost their last 2 matches by 3-2 against the bottom side Carl Zeiss Jena and the top side Duisburg. So they need to recover quickly. As I said, they play entertaining football. They score lots of goals, but they also concede lots. Very entertaining to watch. And let's see if Kaiserslautern under Boris Schommers here, who took over mid-September from Sascha Hilsmann, if he can continue their upward arc in the table. And they could be now gunning for promotion. If they win today, that would put them up amongst the hopefuls. They're currently in 11th spot, but it's a very, very tight league, the Dritte Liga. And well, it's away from home, and they maybe aren't quite strong enough. They have won 4, drawn none, and lost 5, so it's win or bust for them. They've got the worst away defence, but the best away attack, so make of that what you will, as Kaiserslautern get us underway. All in white, kicking from right to left as we see it. And they'll be looking for a quick start here. Schad from right back immediately goes on the attack. Bayern clearing that with no problems. And they beat Halesha last time out by 1-0. They've been in fine form over the past month or so. And they will be tested by Bayern 2 today, with the likes of Dayaku, Anzilla and Vriet in the attack to cause them problems. There's a loose clearance, just deflecting there off the attacker, but an easy take for Fruchtel in goal. And here comes Richards down the right-hand side. Passing on to Dayaku. Signing from Stuttgart. As Vriet just dropping deep there onto the halfway line to pick up possession early. Looking to get an early feel for the ball. Now Feldhahn with the long ball forward, out towards the left for Kuhn here, who will be bombing up and down that left-hand side as he gets the first shot of the game in, and it's a terrific effort as well. Wow, what an effort that was after 90 seconds played. Full of confidence. It's a dipping effort as well, and you can see just brushing the roof of the net on its way over. Well, I don't think that the goalkeeper Grill would have got anywhere near that had it just been a few inches lower. And he could be in trouble here again, Grill, as Vriet's there just trying to lob it over the top of it. First time on the volley. But good handling in the end from the Kaiserslautern keeper. as we've had 2 early shots here from Bayern. It looks as though we are going to have an open and entertaining match here. That's what we were hoping for. What a superb effort from Kuhn. And Vriet's just unable to get enough on his side foot volley to lift it over the keeper. Was a pretty difficult angle for him as well. But it looks as though Bayern are going to get some joy down that left-hand side. There's Vriet here just trying to turn before getting to the byline, but dribbling the ball out of play. He's the top scorer for Bayern with 12 goals. Pick just behind him in the top scorers list with 11 for Kaiserslautern. Well, they were struggling pretty badly at the wrong end of the table, Kaiserslautern, down in the relegation zone even, which is just not good enough for a team, or a club I should say, of their size. As you can see, it's very, very windy in the Grünwalder Stadion as Grill there got the up and under away. It looked as though it was destined for the centre circle, but the wind just holding it up. That could mean big problems for both teams, especially the defenders and goalkeepers. They could be in for fun and games here. As the ball goes back to Aino. Now Kraus out towards the right-hand side. As we're into the 5th minute here, it's goalless, but Bayern have had the best opportunities so far. 2 excellent efforts in the opening 2 minutes. As Kaiserslautern just looking to settle here away from home. And you see this as a good opportunity to pick up another 3 points on the road and make it 5 wins on the spin. As Bayern are playing some very nice football here at the moment. Goes back to Will, who's a former Kaiserslautern youth team player. We're looking to get one over his former club. Sinkbal. Just dribbling out of defence here. Not too much pressure on the defence here. I say that Kulvetter just goes across to try and challenge. Although safely out to Richards here. Throw in on 5 minutes for Hercher. Boris Schommers playing a pre-attacking lineup here with Timmy Thiele alongside Pick, supported by Kulvetter and Zuk. And in the midfield, 2 players sitting, Sickinger and Bachmann. Sickinger earlier in the season was even playing as centre-back. He's sitting in there as a rock in the centre of midfield, and it seems to be a formation that suits them very well. Gives them a bit of grit in the middle, which you need at this level. As we see a lovely little dribble here from Dayaku. Now feeding the ball forward towards Ziller. Cleared though by Schad. Out of play though. And you can see that the Kaiserslautern defenders are really struggling against the wind here, trying to get the ball up into play. And you can see even in that scene there towards Kulvetter, the ball just never really wanted to arrive at the feet of the attacking player. Very gusty out there. Ball is looped forward. It's easier for the attackers. You could see there they can read it better. As here come Kaiserslautern on the counter-attack, but that's a poor ball forward towards Timmy Thiele. And the goalkeeper there, did he just manage to keep it in? Yes, he did. It's a throw-in for Kaiserslautern. Fruchtel just having to be alert there to stop the ball from going out of play for a corner. see the Bayern Zwei bench. Sebastian Hoeneß there looking thoughtful, sitting down. And one of his assistants to direct play from the technical area. Now Richards on the right-hand side here with the throw, looking long. It's flicked on by the defender and then just nodded back to Grill. Well, since that excellent opening with 2 shots in the opening 2 minutes, we haven't had any goalmouth scrambles since then. A lovely effort from Kuhn, the best that we've seen so far. His long ranger from an angle, just brushing off the roof of the net. As here comes Duck, and he's well tackled there by Richards. Good concentration shown by the young right back. There's just signs here that Kaiserslautern starting to settle into this game here. Bit of possession for them in midfield. Trying to use their width now, but the ball a little bit optimistic towards Kulvetter. As there we see Boris Schommers, the Kaiserslautern coach for the first time, former Nuremberg assistant and interim coach. This is his first job as the main boss, and he's having a really big influence on Kaiserslautern. Looking to awake the giant as the cross comes in, cleared by Senkbeil. Good defending in the end. Will be hoping not to be dragged into the relegation battle, having been promoted from the regional league in the summer. But it is difficult for them. Players have been called up to the main squad for their match this weekend, so they can't really get a settled side out there. It's Kraus just getting the ball out there. Just going there. Referee seeing an infringement on 10 minutes played, remaining goalless here. It has been an attractive game to watch despite that. Both teams trying to play their football despite the conditions. That's a shaky ball across their own backline from Kaiserslautern. They won't want to do that too often with the likes of Dayaku in there sniffing. Oh, here's a big opportunity here for Thiele. He's looking up all the way, looking for his strike partner there, Pick. But that's good defending. Nice recovery from Feldhahn just to get back there. So throwing right in the corner here for Kaiserslautern. This is Pick. That's a beautiful ball down the left-hand side here. The cross comes in and away again by the Bayern centre-back there, Feldhahn. Here's Vries with the hold-up play deep in his own half. He doesn't mind dropping back to help out in defence. There's a good solid unit back there as well. But I want to see him more in the attacking third. Bayern Zweier's Pick here. That's a lovely ball out towards the right-hand side. but just misjudging it there was Shard. I think he was just caught on his heels slightly as the ball was popped out towards him. Boos around the field there for the decision. It would appear as though there are more Kaiserslautern fans in the Grünwalder Stadion than their Bayern counterparts. As that ball is well intercepted, and Kaiserslautern streaming forward again here. They've taken control of this game, you might say, as the flick there from Thiele, not quite what he was looking for. Disappointed with that one. Could maybe have just held the ball and kept it simple, rather than trying the fancy flick around the corner. Well, it's no surprise there aren't that many Bayern 2 fans in the stadium, considering Bayern are playing Werder Bremen in just over an hour's time. But the Kaiserslautern fans enjoying the journey here anyway. Oh, I know. Bayern 2 having to get through a lot of work at the moment in defence and in midfield to try and make interceptions, and they're doing that really well in this opening quarter of an hour. It looked as though Bayern would be on top in the game going by the first 5 minutes or so, but since then Kaiserslautern have taken control of this away from home. Of course, they're a side full of confidence with 4 wins on the bounce. Bayern less so, with 2 losses in a row. As here comes the next attack from Kaiserslautern. No one in there for them, but they've kept the ball here on this left-hand side. This is Pick taking on Richards, getting the ball across, and that's good goalkeeping from Fruchtel. Bravely diving on the ball with Thiele closing in. Ball back here for Feldhahn and all the way to Fruchtel. This is a long ball forward now. That's well seen off by the defender. It's chest down from Vriek to get his team on the front foot, but they were unable to find Dayaku out on the right-hand side. Handing possession back to Kaiserslautern. It's just a little bit scrappy at the moment. Ball towards Zuck, not finding its target. As there's a foul in there, surely, yes. Referee right on top of that one. So the free kick taken quickly there by Bachmann. To me, a completely different Kaiserslautern setup to earlier in the season. Much more attacking, quicker and crisper passing as well. And they don't look to be too nervous in defence as well. So far they've stood up to any tests they've had to face against Bayern. And Richards with the long throw upfield. Looking there for Zula. He hasn't really got into the game as yet. And it's a nice ball down the right-hand side here for Kaiserslautern. The ball just tucked back here for Pick. And the momentum has slightly gone out of that attack, although that's a beautiful ball forward into the box. Can they deliver the ball across here? Well, what's being given? It's a goal kick by the looks of it. Well, that was nicely done by Kaiserslautern. And Schad there trying to get to the byline. In the end, just held off by Sinkbeil. Kaiserslautern with plenty of the play at the moment, without creating too many opportunities, although they might have one here from long range for Pick. He instead goes for the pass to Kulvetter. Kulvetter does get these shots in, it deflects on its way through and hits the back of the net. 1-0 Kaiserslautern, and they deserve it as well. Well, it's their first shot in any real anger, and it opens the scoring. That's his 5th of the season, Kulvetter. I'd like to see a replay of that one to see how big a deflection that was on its way through. Well, it's right in front of the goalkeeper that the deflection comes. Very tricky for Fruchtel. I think he was sent the wrong way initially. And, well, Kaiserslautern won't care about that. 1-0 as they look to make it 5 wins in a row. Well, the away side have opened the scoring. Bayern were under pressure, and finally they've cracked. Now Kuhn could have got a little bit of the blame for that goal, as maybe he wasn't snappy enough getting to the pass across towards Kulvetter from Pick. Pick goes down here and wins a free kick in midfield. Kaiserslautern looking to take it quickly. As you can see, the Red Devil fans enjoying their trip here to Munich, especially now with the team 1 to the good. What can Bayern 2 do to react against this? They first of all got some defending to do from this set piece. Delivery comes in. It was a decent one as well, but the on-rushing attackers unable to get there. Thiele was closest, and he was still a couple of yards away as Fruchtel came out to claim. Forward, flicked on by Vrit here, and the chance from the edge of the box, it's smashed towards goal by Zilla, and comes on off Aino for the corner for Bayern 2. That's a good reaction from them. Lovely effort as well. He hit it very cleanly, but the defender was there to get it out for the corner. Right, so Rochelt to take the corner here, an in-swinger. It's a really good delivery as well. Vrit was closing in on it, couldn't get a header on there though. And Kaiserslautern in the end unable to counter-attack the ball, put out of play by Kuhn. There's a cross-field ball here, an attempted one. Well intercepted there by Weltzmüller. So we're midway through the first half here already. Time has flown in this game as Bayern 2 find themselves 1 goal down to Kaiserslautern. That's Kuhn here overlapping. And he couldn't quite get contact on the ball to even win the corner there. As here's a replay of the goal pick there, just trying to find Kulvet. It came off Kuhn, he was turned inside out by the winger, and then the deflected strike beating the goalkeeper. As the next counter-attack here, this is Thiele. He feeds the ball across and it's just too far ahead of Zuk. Well, at the moment, this looks as though we're going to have a really open game. Bayern going for it at the other end to try and get back into this immediately. Kaiserslautern counter-attacking sweetly. But just that final ball, not quite finding its destination. And if Kaiserslautern play their cards right here, they could rack up a couple of goals before half-time. Bayern looking a little bit open at the back. There's another nice ball down the right-hand side, cutting Bayern Zwei apart once again. Can they get the final ball in this time? Oh, it's a lovely ball back towards Pick. He chests it down, trying to cut inside now, but he's shepherded away from the danger area by Richards. Good defending in the end. And again from Richards to head that one away. You can see that Sebastian Hoeneß is furious with his team at the moment. They don't seem to be concentrating in defence and midfield, allowing Kaiserslautern to cut through them far too easily. Although that's a lovely ball forward from them now onto the right-hand side for Duyaku. Herrscher, that was done very, very well to get the ball out of play. And they can resettle Kaiserslautern and deal with this throw-in. Bayern coming forward again here through Kuhn, whose shot at the start of the game got this off to a flyer. Deep ball in! Well, it turned into a shot in the end, and it's well tipped over by Grill. Well, he had to react quickly there, as it's an attempted cross, which turns into a fantastic effort. Rockelt it was with the delivery. It will be a corner. This will be Will to take, but Rockelt also there for the short corner. Coming up towards 26 minutes played. And Bayern looking positive here as the corner comes in, and it misses everyone incredibly. And goes out on the far side for a goal kick for Kaiserslautern. Oh, Grill has been the busier of the two goalkeepers, despite all the ball that Kaiserslautern have had. Bayern perhaps using the ball more efficiently when they do have it. Loris Chalmers doesn't look too concerned about his team. They're leading by 1-0 away from home. Is flicked up there by the defender Feldhahn and volleyed away. Interesting technique. It's the long ball here, that shouldn't be any problem for Grill. Bowls the ball out immediately towards the right-hand side. back to Grill. Long ball down the field here towards Thiele, and he's picked it up with a lovely touch as well. Up against Kuhn here. And that's well defended by the left back. Kaiserslautern causing problems for Bayern with those balls down the wings. Trying to get in behind the full-backs at every opportunity. Playing it out of defence here. Ball down towards Richards. And he's turned really well there. And trying to feed the ball through towards Zilla. In the end, it's hacked clear by Grill. Well, you can see that Grill there is not only having to deal with the blustery wind, also the sun pouring down into his 6-yard area. So he doesn't have a cap or something to shield the sun from his eyes. At the moment, he's as he was. As we come up towards 30 minutes played now, with Bayern 2 still 1 goal down. Kuhlwetter with the goal on 19 minutes. Deflected effort beating Fruchtel. There's a handball in the centre by Sickinger. Not much he could have really done about it. I think that's what he's complaining to the referee about. Forward towards Rochelt, but it's over his head and out for the goal kick. Long clearance from Grill. Looks as though the wind has just calmed down a little bit in the stadium now. Flight of the ball straight and true. There's plenty of battling going on in there, and the ball is now popped forwards here. It's a foot race between the striker Thiele and Richards, and Thiele managed to get there forward, but he lifted the ball well over the bar. Disappointing finish having got there. He did the difficult thing, as it looks even here that Richards is going to get there first, but under pressure from the young full-back, there was nothing that Thiele could do but launch it over the bar. Maybe he tried to get too much power on it. Perhaps if he'd have just got a foot on it to touch it forward, he might have, well, beaten the goalkeeper. As here they come again, and the ball across. Kuhlwetter was in there, and it's just inches away from reaching him. He was sliding in. If he'd have got a touch, he surely would have scored. As Bayern here really playing with fire. This is an excellent ball in from the left-hand side. But try as he might, Kuhlwetter just couldn't get a touch on it to make it 2-0 and get his second of the game. There's a lovely ball in from Hercher. So just over 12 minutes to go before half-time, with Kaiserslautern currently on top here and leading 1-0. To keep that lead until half-time, as we see more battling going on here, and the ball this time going the way of Bayern Zwei, looking for the pullback towards the edge of the box there. And well seen off by Kaiserslautern, as Kuhn came flying forward to try and win that ball. Kaiserslautern trying to attack down that right-hand side to get in behind him as he tries to recover. Player down here, looks like Weltzmuller needs some treatment. In the last couple of minutes we've seen a lot of tackles flying in, as the physicality is just up to notch here, and it looks as though it's an uncomfortable one for the midfielder. Whoa, smash there in the midriff area. Looks as though he's okay to continue, just taking a few gasps of oxygen to get through the pain. And that's a really uncomfortable one for him. All across the defensive line for Bayern Zwei. Out to Kuhn here. He's been better in an attacking sense than in defending. He's just caught out for the goal. Kaiserslautern as Schad there bringing down Rochelt. So Rochelt's standing over this, as well as Will. Now a flat ball in, easy for the defender to deal with at the edge of the box. To Grill nice and safely. Vrit trying to burst forward to put him under pressure. A longer ball forward, and that's very ambitious indeed. No chance for any of the Kaiserslautern attackers to get there before Fruchtel. And he can just hold the ball here on the longer play forward. Brings that down with lovely technique. And finds Dayaku. He's waiting for Richards to overlap. In the end, he doesn't use him, though, because of the pressure from the defenders. Down the channel here, and it's a dangerous one as well. Well, just for a second there, it looked as though Dayaku was going to get in. The goalkeeper closing him down there and forcing the attacker to make a decision. Couldn't get the shot in, of course, but he's won himself a corner. As the goalkeeper again coming there to punch clear at the near post. The delivery and the goalkeeper coming again. He didn't get anything on it that time, but there was no danger. Well, a succession of set pieces here causing problems for Kaiserslautern. Bayern 2, despite losing here by 1-0, showing plenty of fight and a little bit too much there on that occasion. Free kick for Kaiserslautern. At the moment, unable to beat the goalkeeper Grill to get the leveller that they've been looking for. Bolschumas, though, will be impressed that his side have managed to just keep them at arm's length at least. And they've looked much more assured in defence from set pieces than they did earlier in the season. It's clear that his work is paying dividends here. Just over 5 minutes now remaining in this first half. We haven't had too many stoppages. Don't think we're going to have too much time added on at the end of this first period. That's Kuhn. Does well there. Just tracking the run up. Long ball here towards Dayaku. It's a brilliant, brilliant goal. Goodness me. One long ball forward. A terrific touch from Dayaku to stop it dead. And that was a dead-eyed finish. Right into the corner. Finally, they have beaten Grill. And it's 1-1 here between Bayern 2 and Kaiserslautern. Absolutely fantastic from Leon Dayaku. Well, let's have another look at this. It's a long ball forward. He's running off the back. Lovely touch. And with the same foot in the same movement. Striking it with terrific power with the outside of his boot. To beat Grill, all ends up. Well, that is an impudent little finish. And it draws Bayern 2 level. I'd say deserved as well. The run of play, the last couple of minutes, has been going more the way of the Bayern reserves. And Kaiserslautern, well, it's back as we were then, all square. They'll be disappointed they couldn't hold on to that lead until half-time. Oh, superb from Dayaku. Worth the price of the ticket alone, really, that piece of action. A lovely touch and a sublime finish. As now Kaiserslautern look to strike back straight away. But Thiele again lifting a shot over the bar. It's not really been his day in front of goal. That's the second time that he's just rammed a ball over the bar when in on goal. You could see he struck the pitch first. It was poor technique on his left foot. Didn't really ever look confident of scoring. So 3 minutes to go before half-time. Is that the end of the goal scoring for this first half, I wonder? Or are we going to see some late drama coming into the break? It's been an excellent game of football so far between these two sides. It's really lived up to what I was hoping for, as Kuhn makes a mistake and then goes diving in. And he's going to get the yellow card. Well, he can complain all he likes, but when he watches that back, he will see that It was a very poor challenge. That's his 5th yellow of the season, so he will be suspended for the next game. Well, it's a really poor challenge after his basic mistake in taking the touch in midfield. Now the chance here, and well headed away by Feldhahn. A dangerous ball whipped in from that right-hand side. Well, 90 seconds to go before half-time with Pick standing over this corner. It's good delivery towards the far stick as well. It's picked up on the far side. Aitila. Richards is there to just nudge it away from him and then nudges the player. No free kick though. Timmy Thiele could have had 2 goals to his name today, but he's launched his shots over the bar both times. Couldn't find the kind of finish that Dayaku produced for the equaliser for Bayern. And it looked as though the goal from Kulvet on 19 minutes was going to see Kaiserslautern through until half-time, but Dayaku with a fantastic goal, drawing them level. It's the only really dodgy bit of defending that we've seen from Kaiserslautern. They've looked nice and solid other than that, especially away from home and against these young hopefuls for Bayern 2. As there's a nice run here down the right-hand side. What's the decision going to be? It's a goal kick in the end, but Pick making the run at the heart of the Bayern 2 defence. As we tick over into time added on, we're going to have 1 minute. No surprises there, not too many stoppages so far in the game. It's been flowing nicely. There's maybe one last opportunity for one of these teams here, with time ticking down. The end of an excellent first half. And balance of play, you'd have to say 1-1. Fair scoreline so far. Both teams having their periods of dominance. But we'll see how the coaches will turn it around in the second half as Kaiserslautern look to make it 5 wins on the spin. Bayern looking to avoid defeat for the 3rd time in a row. As the ball goes out of play, and that should be that. Indeed, the referee blowing the half-time whistle. So we go in, and half-time all square. 1-1 between Bayern 2 and Kaiserslautern. Join us in about 15 minutes or so to see if we will see any more goal action. Welcome back to the second half between Bayern 2 and Kaiserslautern here in the Dritte Liga. The half-time scoreline 1-1. Kaiserslautern taking the lead in the 19th minute through a deflected strike from Kuhlwetter. It was deserved at that time, but Bayern 2 drawing level in the 41st minute through a fantastic goal from Dayaku. A long ball forward towards him, a great first touch, and in the same movement, a shot with the outside of the boot across the goalkeeper. Smashed into the bottom corner. Absolutely lovely goal. And, well, over the 45 minutes, you'd have to say it is the correct scoreline so far. Let's see if Kaiserslautern can make it 5 wins in a row. Let's see as well if Bayern 2 can avoid falling to defeat for the 3rd time in a row. Well, they've made a change, Bayern 2, at half-time, taking off the left-back Kuhn, who didn't have his greatest 45 minutes of defending. He was superb in attack, but rather lacking when it came to covering runs and making challenges. Switched off as well for the opening goal from Kaiserslautern. And he's been replaced by the number 4 Stanisic for this second 45 minutes. So they'll be hoping for a little bit more solidity on that side. A lot of the good attacking play coming from Kaiserslautern down the right. Let's see what difference that will make here. So strange conditions here in Munich. It's blustery, it's sunny, but it's raining. Very, very strange conditions for the players to deal with here. So Kaiserslautern here on their first attack through Pick. Tries to dig the ball out there, slipping as he tried to play it though. And seen off by Bayern 2. Down the line, going nowhere from Feldhahn. Loose ball in the centre, just picked up here by Kaiserslautern. A little bit of scrappy play at the start of this second half. Side really coming flying out of the dressing rooms. Although here is Vriet. That's a nice ball out towards the left-hand side, and then a poor pass back into the centre. It's Rochelt who was just caught out. The ball thumped clear by Kaiserslautern. Field here towards Thiele, who missed 2 good opportunities in that first half. Really poor finishing from him. Second top scorer for Kaiserslautern. Ball forward again from Kaiserslautern, and not quite finding their range at the moment with those long passes forward. Possession on the left-hand side and looking dangerous here, Timmy Thiele, but that's a really good recovery from Richards. Just as he was about to fire the ball across goal. Just getting back to nudge it away. That's a lovely cross-field pass here for Rochelt. He's got Stanisic up with him. Little ball in and the flick towards Rochelt. And in the end, Vil just getting there to get a toe end on it away from the attacker, Rochelt. Smaller foot forward for Dayaku, the goal scorer for Bayern 2. What's he going to do now? He's twisting and turning. He gets to the byline. Away by Kraus. And in the end, Dayaku there just bringing down Sickinger. So only one yellow card so far in the game. It's for Kuhn, who was withdrawn at half-time. And it's been a pretty fair game. Long ball there from Kaiserslautern coming to nothing. They were getting more joy in the first half when they were keeping the ball on the ground with some slick passing. Maybe the conditions meaning that they're more likely to play long in this second half. Lovely turn with the nutmegs as well. Turning there and being brought down. And it looks as though Shad is just getting a final warning here from the referee. So we're just over 5 minutes into the second half. It remains 1-1. The goals coming in the 19th minute for Kaiserslautern, 41st for Bayern. I wonder what Boris Schommers had to say to his team, Kaiserslautern, at half-time. Would have been very happy that they took the lead and they were looking good for it as well coming up towards half-time, but that wonderful finish from Diaco, drawing the home side level. Will they go for broke and try and make it 5 wins on the spin, or are they happy with a point away from home, I wonder, Kaiserslautern? Looks as though Bayern are pushing here, looking to go into the lead and get a win after 2 losses coming into this game. As Richards there wins the corner. So the big boys are up there for Bayern. Can they pick any of them out though? Here comes the delivery and it's straight into the arms there. A grill well taken. Under little pressure though. No, he can't get the ball clear. Finally can bowl it out here to Herkia. There he goes over the halfway line, and delivering the ball forward into the channel towards Thiele. And goal kick is the decision from the referee. Thiele was looking for the corner there. Holding possession here. Out towards the left-hand side for Stanisic. Half-time sub coming on, and Kaiserslautern now going back the other way. Did the ball go out of play there? It looks as though it did. Throw in for Bayern. Well, the second half yet really to get going. Well, with challenges like that, we might well see a flashpoint here. Kulvetter coming in hard. Referee over to deal with that immediately. Zilla, who is down, felt the brunt of that challenge coming in. I think the referee not going to hand out another yellow card here. Let's have a look. Now, I think that is a certain yellow card. That's a big let-off really there for Kulvetter, the goal scorer for Kaiserslautern. Coming from behind and hooking around to try and win the ball. As Bayern come forward from the free kick, Rochelt forcing the corner. 10 minutes into the second half now. So can they get the delivery right this time, Bayern 2? Couple of beers being thrown at the Bayern 2 players here from the Kaiserslautern fans. We don't want to see this at all. There's the ref having to come across to deal with that. Even lighters being thrown. No need for this at all. And the referee writing it in her report now. It might well be cracked down upon by the German Football Federation. Announcement being made now over the loudspeakers. Still, though, beers being thrown onto the field towards the taker of this corner. So, play goes on. Hopefully that's the last we'll see of that trouble. As the outswinging corner comes in, it's not been dealt with by anyone. It comes to the edge of the box, it's smashed in by Zilla. And away in the end by Kaiserslautern, but they've still got some defending to do here as the ball is floated towards the top corner. But Grill getting there well. Zilla again with the strike there. There's power on that occasion, looking for the accuracy. As Bayern 2 on top here at the moment. The momentum more in their direction. As Vriet here just showing his pace and power and getting the shot away as well. Well, that's better from him. It was a tight angle though, he was never really going to score, but to add to his goal tally so far this season. That's what he can do though. When he turns on the ball, gets going, he's pretty much unstoppable at this level with that physique. He couldn't find the target though on that occasion. Up towards an hour played here, and Boris Schommers, the coach for Kaiserslautern, might be thinking of making a change here, as his team haven't really got going at all in the second 45. As Kulvetter goes down, it's a clean challenge though, says the referee from Stanisic. As Vriet down the other end, and well dealt with by the Kaiserslautern defence that time. So plenty of fight being shown by Bayern 2 here to avoid defeat for the third time in a row. They'll have to watch it here as Kaiserslautern come on the counter-attack through Timmy Thiele on the right-hand side. He's been well held up there by Senkbeil in the end, and then just caught and winning the free kick. Well, Bayern rather falling into the trap there. Thiele was going nowhere. Now they have a free kick to deal with. So they need a good delivery here, Kaiserslautern. They've barely threatened since the break. Time for them to create something here. So Zuk with the delivery. It's a good one as well towards the far stick. The header back across, but it's well over the bar in the end. Thiele again, not really finding a decent final header across. It's a dangerous ball down the right-hand side. And into the channel for Vrit there, but he's well shouldered off the ball. That was good defending. Cross just getting across to deal with him. No hint of a penalty at all as we've played just over an hour here and still 1-1. This game could swing either way. I think the next goal is vitally important. Who can find a finish though as Pick to the left for Thiele, and another corner for the away side. Just starting to up the ante here, Kaiserslautern. Seeing Thiele just getting a pat on the back there from Kulvetter to try and pick up his confidence. Corner's taken short here. Back to the taker. Oh, he cut back towards Thiele. Richards getting there first. Oh, a long-range effort. It's a long, long, long way out. Very ambitious indeed, I think, looking for the deflection on the way through, but it was straight down the throat there of Fruchtel. Could deal with it easily. Will for Rockelt, and a little bit of miscommunication there between Rockelt and Stanisic, both leaving it to each other, and in the end the ball drifting out of play. Whistle going. Just having a word here with Vrit. I think he was just encroaching on the penalty area as the goal kick was taken. Thiele looking for the ball again here. Well, he's not had the best of games, Thiele, but he's standing up to be counted. He's always there. There's an out ball. And the ball breaks into midfield here for Pick. Danger signs for Bayern 2. As the white shirts come flooding forward. This is Pick again at the edge of the box now, cutting inside. And Richards, well, Richards has been excellent at right back today in positions like that. He's managing to deal with the threat, and Pick, of course, we've seen him so far this season, deadly from those kind of areas. But he's not been given much of a sniff so far. And here they come again. Kulvetter this time getting away, and that's a cracking challenge from Stanisic. Nice recovery from the Croatian fullback. Nice clean tackle, and out for the corner for Kaiserslautern, who are on top at the moment, looking to go into the lead again. 25 minutes remaining here. Are we going to see a winner in this game? They're tied at 1-1 at the moment as the ball comes in, and well, the defender there, Mimi Kraus, getting something on it, but not enough to force it over the line. Fruchtel quite comfortable to claim in the end. Forward for Bayern. Just struggling at the moment to keep hold of the ball. There's a free kick off the ball there. Züller just tugging back his opponent. It's Kulvetter here down the left-hand side for a while. Yeah. For Sicking out to the right now. This is good play from Kaiserslautern, stretching Bayern, going first one side, then the other, but in the end, the attacker with the foul. So a little more stop-start in this second period. Midway through the second period here. And Bayern dominating for the first 10 or 15 minutes of the second half, but since then Kaiserslautern have taken control again. Very similar to in the first half, really. In the first half, Kaiserslautern scored when they were on top in the 19th minute, but so far no breakthrough from either side. They're just getting in on Züller, but it's a loose pass forwards. And they could let it Rockelt here, who rather delayed his cross in and allowed Schad to get back to concede the corner. So Rockelt with the delivery here. Blustery conditions still, as you can see. Away by the Kaiserslautern defence. It's going to come straight back at them here. Driven in this time. And thumped away. Convincing clearance there from Kaiserslautern that time. Sebastian Hoeneß on the sidelines now. He's up almost constantly in the technical area. Boris Schommers has been there from minute one. To jockey on his players here and try and get the win away from home. As it stands, Kaiserslautern with this result would be going up the table to 10th. Bayern would stay as they were in 15th. So it looks as though we're going to see substitution being made here, just in this break in play. As Rockelt comes off. And Nollenberger is the man coming on. So some fresh legs in midfield for Bayern. That's their second change of the game. None for Kaiserslautern so far, interestingly. Boris Schommers Sticking with what he's got, not twisting as yet, with 20 minutes left on the clock. Forward into the channel, and this is dangerous, but Thiele, the flag was raised up against him. He can't believe the decision's gone against him. Well, he is not having the best of luck, the number 9 for Kaiserslautern. Didn't look as though he was offside, but the flag was raised almost immediately on this near side. Out to the left here, and Stanisic was completely unmarked, but he's come into traffic there, unfortunately for Bayern 2. Should have headed more wide, in my opinion, try and stretch the play down that left. Instead came into the busy centre. As Bayern here just having a period of possession. Stanisic again. Loose pass, but it comes for Vrids. And back to the Croatian. Now nudged back for the shot, and it's a lovely effort as well from Dayaku. Well, we haven't seen much of him in this second half after that brilliant goal coming towards the end of the first period. He struck that low and hard, and it's a really good save from Grill. Plunging down low to his right to get it away. Out for the corner here. So really to take here, an outswinger coming up. And it's cleared to the edge of the box, just laid off here. Smashed back in by Ziller. And headed over the bar by Nollenberger in the end. It's just come on as a sub. Here we go, a change being made now by Boris Schommers. So Zuk is the man going off, and Skarlatidis coming on. So a like-for-like replacement, really. Zuk, who's been in and out of the game, really. Had too much of a bearing on this second half. And now Skarlatidis has 17 minutes remaining here to impress. Try and get the win for Kaiserslautern. Well, here is his first touch, Skarlatidis, immediately getting into the action. Throw in, held up here by Thiele. Couldn't find Schad though, with the ball popped out towards the right-hand side. So let's hope that this game doesn't just drift to its conclusion. 1-1, we want to see more goals. First half was very entertaining. Second half, not so. A little bit stop-start. Neither side really able to grab hold of the game and dominate. stepping in there, getting it to Vil, who's having more and more of an influence as this game wears on. So that's from Nollenberger again, around the corner. Zilla is coming into it more and more as well, after a quiet opening hour or so. Starting to get more long-range efforts coming in. As the play continues quickly here. Oh, too quickly for the cameras. 15 minutes to go. Bayern trying to catch Kaiserslautern out there, but they were concentrated with Einor back there dealing with the threat. Clearance from Grill. Here, storming forward again, going at the heart of the defence, and it just breaks for Nollenberger here. Wow, it was a tremendous run from both players there. Unfortunately, Nollenberger just with a heavy touch as he tried to break through the back line, and that allowed Grill to come out and claim. As the run is on down the right-hand side here for Scarlatidis. Gets into the box here and just seen off by the recovering defensive midfielder. Now out to Pick, who's just held up by Richards, and a long ranger coming in, but well over the bar in the end. That was disappointing. There's the chance for Nollenberger, just a heavy touch, giving the advantage to the goalkeeper. We've got 13 minutes to go, and no real sign here of who's going to take the 3 points here, as Timmy Thiele is being withdrawn now. Not his best game for him, unfortunately. A couple of chances missed, as Lukas Rosa is the man to replace him. Looking to score with 12 minutes remaining. Looking for his first goal of the season as well. As the ball comes in towards him, he couldn't get a touch on it, but it was a very dangerous ball towards him. Fruchtel having to react there quickly to claim the ball across. Well, obviously Boris Schommers quite happy to stick with the system that he started with. I don't think Kaiserslautern settling for a point here. It looks as though they think they can win this. Let's see how the stamina of the Bayern 2 players is, as the foul comes in there, and it's the yellow card being shown to Feldhahn. Guilty of bringing down Rosa, who's just come on, and that's his 5th as well. So Feldhahn will also be suspended next week, as is Kuhn. That's bad news for Bayern 2, losing 2 of their defenders for next week's game. And now Feldhahn has got more defending to do, with Pick standing over this free kick out on the left-hand side. Try and get the ball in towards the goalkeeper by the looks of it. And it comes, and well, too much on it in the end from Pick. for Skalatidis, and he's fed it through brilliantly. Here's a chance, it's 2-1 to Kaiserslautern. 10 minutes to play, and they've snatched the lead here. It's Kulvetter with his second of the game. This time no deflection needed. It's a clinical finish from him, and his 6th of the season, second of the game, as Bayern were completely caught out there. A lovely pass from Skalatidis, the sub, playing in Kulvetter. Well, they're looking whether that was a handball or not. But Bayern, well, he got a play to the whistle, and the ball is lifted home convincingly by Kulvetter. Lovely little finish. I'm not really sure there's much in that handball call, to be honest. Not really much he could have done about it. It was Röser who was just running across as the ball was delivered out towards the wing, deflecting off his arm, in fact. But I think not a hint of handball. Wasn't trying to get any contact on it, he couldn't help it. But anyway, it is confirmed. So it's Bayern 2-1, Kaiserslautern 2. Let's have another look at the replay here. Well, he's running. There's nothing he can do about it. His arm is sticking out there, but it's because of his run. And he gets it down by his side as the ball makes contact. Oh, now Bayern 2 have got to come from behind again if they are to avoid defeat for the 3rd time in a row. They've played well here. I'm not really sure they deserve to be behind, but that's the situation they find themselves in as the ball drops to the edge of the box here, and that's a poor effort. Sinkweil with the finish of a centre-back, really. As the Kaiserslautern fans are bouncing again. And they've turned up in their masses, and at the moment they're watching their team cruise to their 5th win in a row. Oh, these two teams going in opposite directions at the moment. And Kulvetter, the hero for them with the double. As Boris Schommers has played his cards correctly. There's the table as it stands. Kaiserslautern now all the way up to 8th. And only 4 points behind 3rd place Braunschweig. At the start of the season, you would never have predicted that, coming up towards Christmas, that only 4 points would separate those two sides. As for Bayern 2, they go down to 16th, 1 place above the relegation zone, and as it stands only 2 points clear of Chemnitz, who are winning 2-1 at Hansa Rostock. Could be a big result as well for them. As it looks as though Kern is going to come on for Bayern. The final change for Sebastian Hoeneß' side. Muller off, Timo Kern on. Looking for a little bit more drive going forward with 6 minutes remaining. Well, this is tough on Bayern 2, the young players, got to be said. But it's typical of their season so far, really, that they invest a lot into games, but maybe that stamina not quite there. So many young players on the pitch, and the game management has been better from Kaiserslautern with the experience they've got out there. Perhaps that's what's just lacking for the Bayern reserves at the moment. The ball is on the corner and then hacked away by Heino. Phil wants the ball, throw-in taken as quickly as possible. Knows that time is running out, only 5 minutes remaining here. as the pass is forward. Kaiserslautern through Rose here, trying to counter-attack, but that was poor play from him. He could have been in on goal from the halfway line. Instead, he wanted to hold the ball up. I'm entirely sure what was going through his head there. As here they come again. This is Kulvetter. As he plays the ball across Scarlatidis, he rolls it in. It's a brilliant goal again from Kaiserslautern. Surely that seals the deal for them. His third goal of the season. What a counter that was, as Kulvetter adds an assist to his name after his double, and Scarlatidis has made it 3-1 Kaiserslautern. Well, it's a fantastic finish in the end. He was under all kinds of pressure and just rolled it past the goalkeeper. But a lot of the goal goes down to this man, Kulvetter. Now they're looking for the handball there again. He absolutely doesn't mean that. Plays the ball across, and that's a clinical finish again. Well, Bayern 2 have been done here by two classy finishes in the last couple of minutes. And Sebastian Hoeneß, you can see him there in the foreground, not happy with the defending, also not happy with the officials. In their opinion, Kaiserslautern should have had those two goals ruled out for handballs in the build-up, but for me, it's asking a bit much, really. Neither handball was at all meant, and it happened so quickly, it's difficult for the officials to see. Of course, no VAR at this level. So, 3 minutes to play, and Kaiserslautern heading towards their 5th win in a row. They are the form team in the Dritte Liga. As Pick is going off, he's got through a lot of work, and Bjarnason, the Icelandic player, coming on for the last couple of minutes here, just to finish off Bayern 2. Well, you've got to feel sorry for the home team here. They've put a lot into this game, but they've just been done by two quality finishes. First from Kulvetter in the 80th minute. And the second from Scarlatidis in the 86th. After they did so well to come back from one down in the first half through Diaku's excellent goal. And they have had their periods in this second half where they've looked good to go in to the lead themselves, but again, I'm calling it the lack of experience. They've got the talent, but it's that experience angle and the game management, the cleverness to be able to see out the game. That's where Kaiserslautern have come up trumps here today. We've got 90 seconds remaining. There could be a couple of minutes of time added on. It's been a stop-start second half. Excellent change as well from Boris Schommers, bringing on Scarlatidis. It's been dangerous ever since he came on, and he's got the goal which looks to have clinched this one at 3-1. Bayern 2 look as though they're going to crash to their third defeat in a row, conceding 3 goals in all of those as Kaiserslautern look to make it worse for them. Fruchtel dealing with the ball in. about to tick over the 90 minutes played. Let's see how much time added on there is for Bayern to try and get back into this. 3 minutes have been signalled. And again, the Bayern players unhappy with the referee. I think it's more a sign of frustration more than anything from the young players. As the ball is played in here, but the flag had already been raised. Janssen just offside, it would appear. Kaiserslautern upwardly mobile in the table. Boris Schommers really deserving his corn at the moment. He has turned this team around. They were looking hopeless towards the start of the season. The first 2 months or so, down in the relegation zone. The giants in this league really struggling. But he's changed their style of play. He's sent a couple of players to their reserves as well. Promoted some the opposite way, and it's worked. It's worked really well as well. Perhaps today, some of their performance not quite what you would expect from a team who are going to win 5 in a row. It's not been that free-flowing. However, they're grinding out the result that they need. That will do for them. 3 points on the road, very handy indeed. And this could have been a banana skin for them at Bayern 2. You never know what you're going to get from them. You don't even know what team they're going to play half the time. And this goes down as an excellent result for Boris Schommers and his team. Kaiserslautern looking much brighter. They're full of energy. Playing far more attractive football as well than they have done in the past. Scalatidis, well, he knew that he had brought down Zilla there. It was just a tactical foul with 30 seconds left on the clock here. Time ticking down, and there will be huge celebrations in the stadium from the away fans who are packing the stand. Bayern 2 will be really disappointed to go down to their 3rd defeat in a row here. Rather demoralising. Just above the relegation zone as well. As you can see, Vriet there, well, he looks really disappointed. He's had a couple of flashes in the game to see what he can do, but alongside his team, he go off at the end of this game on the end of a 3-1 defeat. Kaiserslautern winning away from home and going up the table as well. They're flying at the moment with 5 wins in a row. Bayern sinking with 3 losses now in a row. And, well, it's a deserved win in the end for Kaiserslautern. I don't know whether they deserve that cushion or not, but the win, very welcome to them. A double from Kulvetter and the sealing goal from Scalatidis. It was a brilliant goal at the end of the first half from Dayaku to give Bayern hope of snatching a draw. Alas, it was not to be. So thank you very much for joining us on that Saturday afternoon for that Dritte Liga match. Of course, you can join us for more action tomorrow and next week as well. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. See you and goodbye.